Imagine telling your kid they can't use their favorite app anymore because it might be stealing their thoughts and sending them to China. Then, watching Congress, who can't even agree on lunch, suddenly unite to ban dancing teenagers. That's the TikTok ban, where America's about to delete an app used by 170 million people because we're scared of algorithms we don't understand. Let's explain this like you're five, because honestly, most of Congress needs it explained that way too. Picture this. You have a really cool toy that all your friends play with. It records everything you do, knows what you like, and sometimes whispers suggestions in your ear. Then your parents find out the toy is made by the kid down the street they don't trust. So instead of just taking the toy away, they try to make it illegal for anyone in the entire country to have that toy. Also, your parents still use Facebook. That's the TikTok situation, except the toy is worth $75 billion, and the kid down the street is China. Here's what's actually happening. And prepare yourself because this gets dumber than a screen door on a submarine. TikTok is owned by a Chinese company called ByteDance. The US government is freaking out because they think China's using TikTok to spy on Americans, steal our data, and control what we think. Which is hilarious because American companies have been doing that for 20 years and we gave them tax breaks for it. We're worried China knows what you watch. Facebook literally sold our data to Cambridge Analytica. But China. Amazon listens to everything through Alexa. But China. Congress passed a law saying ByteDance has to sell TikTok to an American company or get banned. It's like telling someone, sell us your house or we'll make it illegal for you to own a house. It's extortion, but with legal documents in congressional hearings where senators ask if TikTok connects to Wi-Fi. The deadline is January 19th, 2026. That's right. We're about to ban the app that taught everyone how to make whipped coffee during quarantine. The app that turned sea shanties into a thing. The app where a whole generation gets their news because actual news is depressing and at least TikTok makes the apocalypse danceable. Let's talk about why this is happening. And spoiler alert, it's not really about your safety. The official reason is national security. Congress says China could use TikTok to spy on Americans, influence elections, and harvest our data. Which, okay, fair concerns. Except we've had exactly zero evidence of China actually doing this through TikTok. Zero. Zilch. Nada. It's like banning umbrellas because they could theoretically be used as parachutes. Meanwhile, Meta, literally helped genocide happen in Myanmar. Twitter became a Nazi bar. YouTube's algorithm radicalizes people into thinking birds aren't real. But sure, TikTok's the problem because, let me see here, Chinese people made it. The real reason? Competition and control. TikTok is eating Facebook's lunch and breakfast and dinner, and Mark Zuckerberg's weird MMA snacks. Young people aren't using Facebook anymore because it's where their parents share minion memes and argue about vaccines. They're on TikTok where the algorithm actually works and doesn't show you your uncle's political rants. American tech companies have spent millions lobbying for this ban. Zuckerberg himself warned Congress about TikTok while his own company was busy facilitating actual coups. It's like the school bully complaining to the principal that the new kid is too popular. But surely our data is safer with American companies. It was not safer with American companies. American companies sell your data like it's Black Friday every day. They know everything about you. Google knows your medical searches, Facebook knows your relationships, Amazon knows your shopping habits, your smart TV knows what you watch, your phone knows where you go, your fitness tracker knows when you sleep, but we're worried about TikTok knowing you like cat videos. The difference isn't who has your data, it's who controls the narrative. And that's what this is really about. Control. Here's the beautiful irony. TikTok's algorithm is better than anything American companies have built. It learns what you like faster than Facebook can crash your grandmother's computer, and it's so good that it's become the primary news source for Gen Z. And that terrifies both the government and American tech companies. Young people aren't watching CNN or Fox News. They're learning about Palestine from TikTok. They're organizing protests on TikTok. They're fact-checking politicians on TikTok. They turned Dark Brandon from an insult into a meme the White House actually embraced. That's power that nobody in Washington or Silicon Valley controls. We can't control the narrative. Maybe try not lying? Ban the app. The actual law they passed is even stupider than you think. It doesn't just ban TikTok, it gives the president power to ban any app from a foreign adversary that has over 1 million users. That's like giving someone a flamethrower to kill a spider and hoping they don't burn down the house. What counts as a foreign adversary? Whatever we say. What counts as a threat? Whatever we feel like. It's the Patriot Act, but for apps. We're one presidential mood swing away from banning Spotify because it's Swedish and Sweden was mean to us once. But here's where it actually gets hilarious. They want ByteDance to sell TikTok to an American company. You know what American companies are interested? The ones that already have monopolies. Meta wants it, Microsoft wants it, Oracle wants it. We're solving the problem of Chinese control by handing TikTok to the American companies that already control everything else. It's like being worried about one wolf, so you feed the sheep to the pack of wolves you already know. And the price, analysts estimate TikTok's US operations are worth $50 to $75 billion. But here's the thing. If you're forced to sell by law, buyers know you have no leverage. It's like selling your car with a gun to your head. You're not getting market value. You're getting whatever they feel like paying. China's already said they won't approve the sale. They'd rather see TikTok shut down than hand their algorithm to America. It's like building the perfect recipe than being told you have to give it to McDonald's or stop cooking. You'd probably just stop cooking. Let's talk about what actually happens if TikTok gets banned, because nobody in Congress seems to have thought this through. 170 million Americans use TikTok. That's more than half the country. Millions of small businesses depend on it for marketing. Hundreds of thousands of creators make their living on it. It's an entire economy that Congress is about to Control-Alt-Delete because they're scared of dancing nurses and cooking videos. Remember BookTok, the community that single-handedly saved the publishing industry? Gone. Small businesses that went viral and built their entire customer base on TikTok? Dead. Creators who quit their jobs to make content full-time? Unemployed. But at least we're safe from, let me check my notes, knowing what China thinks we like to watch? The economic impact would be massive. TikTok contributes $24 billion annually to the U.S. economy. It supports 224,000 jobs. Small businesses generated $15 billion in revenue through TikTok in 2023. We're about to nuke all of that because some senators think TikTok is stealing their Wi-Fi passwords. But people will just move to Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. Oh, sweet summer child. Instagram Reels is where TikToks go to die 3 days later. YouTube Shorts is TikTok for people who think email is too casual. They're not the same. It's like saying people will just move on from cocaine to decaf coffee. Technically, both are stimulants, but come on. The creator economy would collapse. These platforms don't pay like TikTok. They don't have the same reach. Their algorithms are garbage. It's like telling musicians they can't use instruments anymore because here's some pots and pans. Make it work. And here's the thing nobody talks about. The precedent this sets is insane. We're literally banning an app because we don't like where it's from. Not because it broke laws, not because it did anything wrong, but because it's Chinese and popular. That's it. That's the crime. Being too good at what it does while being owned by the wrong people. What happens when other countries start doing this to American apps? What if Europe bans Facebook for being too American? What if Asia bans Google? What if everyone just starts banning everyone else's apps like we're all in middle school and nobody can sit at anybody's lunch table? We're starting a tech cold war because we're mad that China made a better app than we did. The First Amendment implications are wild too. The government is literally telling Americans what apps they can and can't use to express themselves. That's like banning certain types of paper because you don't like the country that makes it. It's censorship dressed up as security. Courts are already fighting this. TikTok sued, creators sued, states sued. Everyone's suing everyone because that's the American way. But the Supreme Court, the same one that thinks corporations are people, has to decide if banning TikTok is constitutional. The same Supreme Court that had to have social media explained to them like they're Victorian time travelers. This should go great. Meanwhile, actual security experts are pointing out that banning TikTok doesn't solve anything. If China wants to spy on us, they can buy our data from data brokers legally right now. Your data's for sale to anyone with a credit card. Banning TikTok is like putting a lock on your door while your windows are wide open and there's a garage sale sign on your lawn saying free personal information. But the best part, Congress members who voted to ban TikTok still use it. They're literally posting TikToks about why TikTok should be banned on TikTok. It's like standing in a building while voting to demolish it. The cognitive dissonance is so strong, you could power a small city with it. Even Trump, who started this whole thing, is now against the ban because he realized young people like TikTok and he needs their votes. It's political theater where everyone forgot the lines and the stage is on fire. Here's what's really happening. Old people who don't understand technology are scared of new thing young people like. Tale as old as time. They were scared of video games. They were scared of rap music. They were scared of Dungeons and Dragons. Now they're scared of an app where people dance to songs about their mental health issues. The generation that posts their entire medical history on Facebook is worried about privacy. The generation that clicks every link in every email is worried about security. The generation that can't rotate a PDF is deciding the future of technology. It's not about protecting Americans, it's about protecting American companies. It's not about security, it's about control. And it's not about data, it's about who profits from that data. We're watching the government do a capitalism while pretending it's a patriotism. The global implications are even crazier. We've spent decades preaching about free markets and open internet. We criticized China's Great Firewall. We said internet censorship was authoritarian. Then we turn around and ban an app because it's too good at showing us videos of people making tiny food. We've become the thing we said we were fighting against. We're building our own Great Firewall, but calling it freedom. It's like becoming a vegan by only eating chicken. The logic doesn't logic. Other countries are watching this and taking notes. India already banned TikTok. Pakistan bans it sometimes. Now America's doing it. The internet is fracturing into national internets. Instead of a global community, we're building digital borders. The World Wide Web is becoming the neighborhood narrow web. And for what? To protect us from dance videos? To save us from cooking tips? To shield us from the danger of actually enjoying social media for once? The truth is, TikTok's algorithm is so good it broke our brains. It showed us what we actually want to see instead of what advertisers want to pay to show us. It made social media fun again instead of a corporate hellscape of sponsored posts and your aunt's pyramid schemes. That's the real threat. Not espionage, not data theft, but an app that actually works the way users want it to work instead of the way companies want it to work. So here's what happens next. January 19th, 2026, TikTok either gets sold to an American company that will immediately make it worse, or it gets banned and 170 million Americans lose their favorite app. Either way, we all lose. If sold, expect the algorithm to get worse, ads to get worse, and the whole experience to become Facebook with better dancing. If banned, expect a lot of confused teenagers, angry small business owners, and someone's grandma asking why her phone doesn't work anymore. The TikTok ban explained like you're 5. The government doesn't like that your favorite toy comes from China, even though all your other toys spy on you too. So they're going to take it away and make an American company buy it. Either way, it won't be as fun anymore. And the people taking it away, they don't even know how to use it. We're about to destroy one of the most successful social media platforms ever created because we're scared of Chinese people knowing we like cat videos. We're protecting ourselves from a threat that doesn't exist by creating economic damage that definitely will exist. It's like burning down your house because you saw a spider, then realizing you live in a spider factory. Welcome to America, where we're about to ban an app that brings joy to millions because Congress is scared of technology they don't understand. The same Congress that had to be told not to share classified information on Twitter. But hey, at least Facebook will be happy. And isn't that what really matters? That was not, in fact, what really mattered. And somewhere a TikTok executive is watching all this and thinking, we should have just made a dating app for senators. They'd never ban that. The clock is ticking. January 19th, 2026, the day the music died. Again. But this time, it had a pretty good beat, and you could dance to it.